Yo, what's up, guys? You know, how y'all doing? You know, pretty much, you know, it's been a while since I went live. It's been a really long while, you know. So, yeah, as you know what it is, man, like, I ain't gotta even say much. Young Jaddey to the I, double D-E-Y, as you know what it is, man. Man, look. So, right now, what are we gonna talk about? We actually on a meeting right now, you know. It's Jaddey Gang Collective. So I need you in this season, guys. You know, I need all of you in this season. You know, right now, I'm popping, nigga. And there's nobody else. You know, like anybody that's like came with me up, you know. Okay, finally, you gotta hear. Okay, Steady Gang. Let's have a meeting. We're having a meeting right now. I was just talking like just to get with my fans. What's up, Precious, Swazi? What's up, Chira Davis, Alma? Hello to you, Alma. Hi, Chira. Precious, hi. Hi, Alma. Got 1020. Kill, whatever. What is that we call it? Kill. So, what I want to talk about is the way forward. You know, you're from Indonesia. And here we go. I know, I know. You guys are JD fans for sure. When I see that 67, I just know like it's Shady Gang. You know, like I don't know what you guys. I'm talking about the 67 that you just dropped right now. Like the DJs just dropped. The two DJs number. I usually don't even know what it means, but so yeah. 67, 67. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, what I want to talk about actually is that, well, actually, I would do anything. I talk everything about it with you guys, even when I don't even want to talk. Velocity 7 is the best. Okay, yo, guys, did you guys know that um, what as JD Gang, we on we were in South Africa. We were on the charts. Like we were on the SA hip hop charts on YouTube, and we on number 78. We beat artists like Lost Number Pounds. We beat artists like Kill Kindly Nash. We beat artists like Facebook versus Mahuta. You know, these guys are I used to listen way back in the day, you know, when I was a kid, bro. Like Facebook, like versus Mahuta, like he made that song called Oh Bang, oh Mr. It's ever for what's to me. Happy New Year, see that Johnny. Eh, I was in shot. That's better, but the so lead. That guy, that chat. Oh bang. You know, like nowadays, like I'm beating these artists, like people don't see the game, but I actually listen. Like these guys are actually what I used to listen to them back in the day when I was a kid. When I wasn't like I was still thinking about music, right? But I was still having doubts about it. Cause I was like, nah, it probably just something that like a phase. But now it's crazy, you know. So I want to talk about things like that because we as JD Gang, we we're moving as a unit, you know. We rising above the hate, you know. We rising above the hate. Like I even dropped a song saying rise above the hate, but YouTube took it down. Apparently, it was too I don't know, but you didn't want me to drop it, you know, and I took it down, and then I had to. It wasn't sad, but I had two songs out, plus I was trending already. I tell you guys every single time, like I'm a guy that was always trending. Like I would always trend. Each and every year I would always trend. Like, you know, I don't waste time with it. All I do is just, you know, just give it a sauce to it and just be nice with it and just be taking it that way. Was like when a different set when it goes, you know, when it's me, you know, I'm just, you know, really trusting it. Soup. I just swear it. Okay, you want me to stop, bro? You want me to stop? Why do you want me to stop? I read it. Why do you want me to stop? Are you a fan? But if you're not, like, I don't have to force you or anything. You know, like, I don't force people to be my fans, bro. My fans know that when it's me, bro. I like you. You don't have to be. That's the point. That's the point. I don't give a damn. You know, that's the point. I don't give a damn. If you think it's annoying, people like my stuff, you know. And to tell you something that, um, like when I like the roundabout the time I dropped "Fell in Love," right? I dropped "Fell in Love," and then it trended. You say my like my music sucks, right? Right, it sucks. But there's people that like artists like the baby, and then you're saying my music sucks. I say you probably stuck in listening to artists like who like the baby. Nah, bro, I don't think you're joking, bro. Nah, I don't think you're joking. You probably listening to you artists like the baby and stuff, cause the baby is like you know, he's who he is, bro. Like just go and listen to that. You know, you go listen to that. You know, that's all that matters. You know, because I won't even say I wouldn't even say the problem. I would just go listen to it. You wanna listen to amateurs? Go ahead. Like these guys, bro. The difference. You see the difference between me and them. You see me, and you see like, oh, Jaddey, why isn't he having millions of views and stuff? You should tell me job. You see the difference between me and them is that they well funded, but I still beat them. You know, I beat them on the charts because do you know why I beat them? One thing, the first thing that I beat them about, even though they well funded, is the fact that you guys, when you guys listen to my stuff, you know it's passion involved in it. You know, you can feel the passion. I've been doing this for years. Like you can feel like I've been like really going at it for years. How long is it now? I started about 9 years old, so let me count. I was like um 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 16 years. 16 years. 16 years, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. And you expect me, I was in the third grade. I was in the third grade. You guys were watching cartoons back in the day, bro. You were like, oh, Goku. Like I was also watching it, but I was I was watching it, but I was like using that information to build my life, not to be stuck in the matrix like everybody else. You know, nah. Like to be honest, I recommend artists like me. Like I appreciate artists like me. You know, I appreciate them. You know, like when I listen to like me, when I listen to me, I wanna listen to someone who knows exactly what they're talking about, not someone who's like I just feel like nah man, it's just nah that no. you know, like I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man. Like the whole time I'm just being about it, trusting it, you know. I'm just trusting the vision. I'm just always being about it, you know. And yet, you know what? They can hate me, man. I don't give a damn. They can hate me. They can hate me because you know what? They'll never beat me. Yeah, man. I want to say silently because I want you to hear it properly in your ear. Like, nah. Why do you think, bro? Let me tell you how I did it. I did it from I did it from Facebook. You know, I trended, did all that, did that. You know, and then After I got bored of Facebook because I was like, you know what, nah, this is not my thing anymore. I got bored, and then I wanted a new challenge, and then I went to Instagram. Not willingly, I was still busy on YouTube, right? But a girl's like, shout out to her name is like Elandre, you know. She like she like what she introduced me to his Instagram, you know, and then she was like, "Yo, man, I just prefer you be on Instagram, man. You know, you like your stuff could be you doing it like you like you saying that you were trending like on like on on what's this on Facebook. I'm sure you can probably do it on also like on Instagram." Then I was like, okay, that probably be cool, but I didn't think about it for a while, and then something clicked on me. I was like, you know what? Maybe she's right. I did it. Then boom, I was sitting on like 600 like view what followers immediately. But I just never took it seriously. Like you know, because I had like multiple platforms already. So I was much more focused on like what's this on YouTube, because that's what I got passion for. But the fact that I was like, come on, yo, let's get it. You show that like I'm like a very versatile person. Like individual in general. You know, it's just like in a matter of like me just always just like keep on evolving. If I evolve and I just evolve and I just evolve, and when I do evolve, I become something that's so extraordinary. Like that's like bro, and that happens like it's in every single time that I'm just always being about it. You know, and that's why I'm trying not to hide it. You know, from the media and stuff. Not anymore, because now I'm getting older, man. Because now, man, you know, you know, the funny part, the funny part is when like when the blogs acknowledge my stuff. I like that part, I like that part, in the interviews when they ask me about, oh, why do their fans love you so much and stuff, bro. I always don't know what to say. Like, maybe I got a secret sauce, but I think you guys like have a crush on me. You guys have a crush on me, don't you? But if it's the guys, if it's the guy, then I think the guys like they're like inspired by me, because I see mostly like in my on YouTube, mostly is the guy that follow me, right? But on YouTube on Facebook, it's the girls, and then on Instagram, I don't know Instagram. Like, I also don't know on TikTok. I don't. Matter of fact, I don't even like TikTok. All that short size that nah. I like YouTube, me bro. Me and YouTube, like we connect, we get each other, you know, bro. Like literally on YouTube when I started, bro. I know this seems like it's a lie, bro, but I started with no money at all, no man, no excuse, bro. I was like, people were like, bro, I know you got it. Well, actually, I didn't even tell anybody. Let me not lie. I didn't even tell anybody. You know, I didn't even tell anybody. That's the point. When I started, I didn't tell anybody because if I tell anybody, then people are gonna have their own opinions about me, and then and then I'm not gonna do it. You know, so and then I think I was smart for that. It was smart of me for doing that. You know, like if I told people be like hating on it. They be like, "Oh, why do you think you're gonna start YouTube? Oh, you're gonna they're gonna start putting their own opinions on me. Like you're gonna like uh blah, 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 blah. Like negative stuff. I don't even want to know like what it's gonna say, but I know it's gonna be negative, and I'm not gonna like it. So me, I like listening to myself a lot. I listen to myself a lot. I like making my own decisions for myself. But there's times, where it's like where you gotta like take a back seat. I just mostly I trust my gut feeling. You know. What's up, Nyla? You good, Nyla? So like, yeah, you know, yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that one, Ryan Rollins. I really appreciate that one. So Magali Singh Mako said hi. Hi. Hi, Magali Singh. You good? I like your name. It's weird. It's nice and weird. I've never heard that before. You know, you know, like no, what I've been suffering about lately. Things I've been like going through lately. Is I've been going through like a lot of, you know, I wasn't like having. I didn't have I don't have a studio now, bro. That's the problem I'm going through right now. I don't have a studio. I like a setup, you know. I mean, so instead of me just like making an excuse about it and just being like, oh, I don't have a studio. I don't have know a producer, you know. Instead of me like having like a excuse about it and be like, and being bitter and be like, oh man, like I don't have a producer, so I don't think I'm gonna try videos. Or no, like I'll be like, I don't have like a studio. That means I don't have to make songs. I just have to like whatever. Like so, what I do instead, like I just like promote my stuff, like on with the videos. I just promote my songs with the videos. You know, I make like shorts, you know, shorts videos like the one that's trending right now. And then I use like apps like Voloco, BandLab, you know. The only setup I have is a mic and a Bluetooth headphone. That's not even mine. But I'm just calling it like it's like whatever. But the only thing that's mine is the mic. The one that you guys know when I dropped the How What He Wants album. Like you guys remember that one the one when I was in studio and stuff. You know when I was like busy like with like the concept of like the whole album. When I was like singing Bad for You and Merry Christmas. So Yeah, I just did it, man. Oh, call you Maka, Maka. I like that, Maka. Why am I showing why am I showing my underwear? Okay, I'll call you Maka. I can guess something that you a girl. You probably a girl or something. You know, one thing about me, man, I've noticed is that like I'm so self-absorbed, bro. Like I'm very self-absorbed. It's not even funny, you know. But there's moments like when I wanna go out, you know. I just wanna go when I go out. I just wanna go out and like I just wanna go out, you know, and then probably have like a bodyguard like with me, and so that nobody bothers me. And if they want like a picture, they can take a picture. I don't mind, but I just don't want to be blamed for stuff that I didn't do. That's why I need a bodyguard, you know, and that's why I need a manager, you know. But they try this, but the industry man, they try so hard to isolate me, bro. They like it's like they want me to give up so bad, bro. Like they don't want me to like bro, like bro. Did I tell you guys like I was approached by a label? You know, I was approached by a label. I won't mention the name, but I was approached by a label, an independent label. You know, it approached me, but I didn't like the deal. You know, I didn't like it. Not because of it was like asking for my soul and stuff, but I didn't ask for. It didn't ask me for my soul. It didn't ask for my soul, but it's just because it like they my mother saw it like my mother's like right now is my manager right now, you know. So she saw it in a way like these people, like you guys remember like when I did like a show in the LA, right, Los Angeles, you know. So they probably did this. These guys they did the same thing like the other one did, and that they saw me like they thought that I wanted it so bad. They saw me like as a kid, you know. They thought I wasn't growing. They thought I was just so focusing like in the music stuff, but they don't know my mindset, you know. They think, oh, this kid, he's just gonna be like the rest of these guys, whatever. But they don't know that the boy got it, you know. Like I'm back, bro. Like but my mom is not. It's not actually my manager and stuff, but she helps me now. I do need a manager. I do need a manager. I do need it. You know. So the reason why I say my mom is like my manager because like she's the one that actually like figured out a way to to help me. You know, to get to the Bush Radio like interview. You know, interviews actually because I did 2 interviews that day. Luckily for me, you guys know the story, so I won't say nothing. Um, um, so yeah, I need a manager, and not only that, I need a whole team. You know, but I want them to listen to my vision. You know, and I don't mind. I don't mind like I want like a team that's gonna be helping me at the same time. Like I want them to understand me to a point that they feel me like like they put themselves in my shoes, like the way my friends are doing. Like I want them to see themselves as me. You know, if you know what I'm saying, like something like they should understand the vision. You know, because what's the point? My way. I want to be looked at in a way of like a hip hop guy, right? I want to be perceived as a hip hop guy, but with the element of like a pop star. You know, if you know what I'm getting. Like I want my background what that is to be hip hop, right? And then I know I sometimes I do hop on like on a piano songs like sometimes, but I don't fully commit. You know, but the one I'm committed on is like just like full on R&B. You know, and just also like me just like having a bass line like that's like fully committed love that's like hip hop because that's what I am, you know, and I want my friends to understand that, and also my team, because I want to have like an image of like the younger Jacob Lattimore. When Jacob Lattimore was like 19, like or when he was like 18. I don't know when he was like how old was he was. I think he was 19 or 18. You know that at that time. I want to have that look. You know, and I want to combine it when Justin Bieber was like 19, 8. Now was it? I don't know how old he was, but at the time when he dropped All That Matters. All that matters. All that matters. You are all that matters to me. That song. And what else? And then hip hop. I want it to be my style. You know, hip hop. I want to do the things I want to do. You know, just like just like I want to in terms of the beat selections. The beat selections. I want the in terms of hip hop. The beat selections. I want like the J Cole type beats. Like the ones that are like hardcore rap. When I'm trying to trying to full scale myself and to show them like my full skill, like how lyrical I am, my lyricism that I have, the lyrical prowess, and what else? The what is that I need? Um, oh yeah, I got it. And it's J Cole, Jaddey, and Kendrick Lamar. That was those type beats. I want those type beats, but I want them to understand when they listen to my music. I want them to first listen to my music and understand that the way I approach music. and then they made me like the JID, Kendrick Lamar type beats. I want a combination of JID, Kendrick Lamar, and and J Cole. You know, I want that combined, and then I want to create like this machine, like, and that's me, so that like I'm finding myself within the people that inspire me. You know, so I'm learning to hold myself and find myself and understand that like and that way we can do it like so that we can take over the world together. It's JD Gang. So like my team and the fans and me, you know, because that's the whole point. There wouldn't be me without the JD Gang, you know. There wouldn't be my team without the JD Gang. There wouldn't be me without my mom, you know, without the interview that I did, you know. Like everybody, like you know, shout out to everybody that actually like you know that helped me like back in the day, man. You know, like without that support, man, I don't know what I would have done. But now I'm here, man. The champion's here. The champion's here. The champion's here, bro. Like they even say like on the blog, bro. I'm like the underground champion, bro. Like I don't even see myself as that guy, bro. They looking at me like, bro, like, yo, this guy is like, yo, man, this guy is off the hinges, bro. But I get it, you know, I get it. The only time I get it is when I'm like, you know, when I'm like really going in, like when I'm in beast mode. When like in the past, like I remember when the only time I used to understand my stuff, you know, like I was like really going in is when I used to like smoke a jet, you know. That's when I would understand my stuff. Like I was really crazy, like I was like, yo, this guy, bro, yo, you know. That's when I knew I was like, yo, man, this is not normal. This is not normal. You know, I was like, yo, bro. You know, but now I still understand, man. I still understand. But maybe someday I might go back to it. But that's just to like you know I'm probably gonna like I might not even go back to it. But I'm probably like you know just to um just to observe my career. You know, just to observe it and just like to watch how things are going. Like just to watch like you know I'm actually making quite an impact this way, you know, just to observe, you know. And then yeah, because I don't think there's anybody that beat me, like in terms of like musically. No, not musically, man. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. That musically, everybody can beat each other. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say like I'm the best ever. I don't want to say that. No, I don't want to say that because I think everybody's the best. You know, according to my opinion, because we have like different types of like hearings. You know, but there's one thing I must state. Just one thing I must state. You know, there's one thing I must state, and that thing is, you know, when you listen to like these artists like the Baby and Kill Brady, Jay Katana, who else? Um, Horrid, the Messiah. Who else? Um, but I know I'm missing people, no. Even Will Smith. Who else? Who else am I missing? whatever that's going on in the whatever that's going on in the USA right now. I feel like all of that is not because it's not. I feel like they still stuck in back in the day. You know, they still stuck in back in the day. Like when rap was like, I'm just nah, 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 nah. You know, like I like nah. It's not that they whack. You know, but it's just that you know. Let me not be offensive to Harvard. You know, Horrid is actually dope, but Horrid. The problem with Horrid is that Horrid is like intermediate. Yeah, right. It's an intermediate. It's an intermediate. He's not an elite yet. You know, it's not like a pro yet. He's still like getting there. You know, you see the reason. If you know like the reason why I say that, if you listen to like Young Kirizi, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And you listen to me, like you'll be like, okay, and you listen to like all this like AOEs and stuff. I feel like, in my opinion, bro, musically, I'm in terms of music, like don't tell me about like the impact. Oh, the impact, by musically, bro, musically, right now, the person that's dominating right now, musically, but not dominating like every one of us. Like no, nah, 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 nah. Let's not get that twisted. Like when it comes to me, be like I'm number one, nigga. I'm always number one. But it's just that in terms of like what on like what they're doing now right now, the one that's dominating between the two, in between them, like right now, that's between Nasty C and Airways is like Airways, in my opinion. I'm not saying that Nasty C is whack, but Nasty C, if Nasty C what kept going like what he did before, you know, what in the past, like when he was like dropping changes, NDA, like what else, SMA, like that was type of tracks, like I feel like his fans, his fans would agree to me that right now we're not hearing Nasty C right now, bro. I feel like what Nasty C now, he's trying to be an R&B guy, and that's not him. I can hear it in his music, bro. I can hear it. That's not him. You know. I guess I get it, but he's trying to evolve. But that's the point. Music is about evolving, but it's about the reason why okay. Let me put it like this. You know, look at what I did. Let me tell you what I did. Let- I'm not trying to like throw hate on anybody. You know. I want to say that the way I did it, I did it. I listened to Michael Jackson when I was a kid, like naturally, Michael Jackson. Everybody knows him, like, popping like, be there, like it's just like I just thought that a snake. I thought I heard a snake, bro. No, I was tripping, but so and then when I listen to like that, to like beat, I was saying, okay, what I was saying, all right, I was saying. Michael Jackson, right? And then when I listen to like artists like Michael Jackson, and then I grew up, right? I saw so what I was naturally drawn to. I was naturally drawn to pop music, you know, and R&B, cause I would listen to Chris Brown, and then that was natural for me, So my ear developed to R&B and pop, you know, not because of the fact that I was forcing myself into thinking that, oh, since my friends are doing it, now I must do it, because I feel like that's what's going on when Nasty C right now. He's like so close to Telemann, like a lot. He spends every time like with Telemann, and he's not like just evolving on his own way. He's just like he should do it like willingly, not because of like the fact that Telemann is putting him on, because that one like sound he won't even sound right. It won't even sound right in his music. I feel like that's the reason why like he's just like not making proper hits, like SMA, you know, because we know him for hip hop. You see, you guys know this when it's me, right? What happened? I dropped a hip hop song, right, before anything, right? I dropped a hip hop song because I was doing hip hop, but when I first hopped on like on the mainstream, I dropped like Takeover, and that Takeover was like what like opened me to like a whole different perspective, right? And when I dropped Takeover, it showed like the world that all this type of music like this, right, in this like in Cape Town, we didn't know, you know. We always thought like this colored music, but and then there was like me in Cape Town, right? And I was doing that, doing that, doing that. And when I did it, I was like, you know what? Let me just go back to me. You know, I was like, let me go back to me. You know, let me go back to me. And when I went back to my into who I am, the the fans like loved it. You know, because they appreciate the mixtape. You know, the disappearance mixtape. You know, because that was who I am. You know, this whole time. But there were other genres that I was interested in, but I was interested them in on them because it was natural to me, you know, not because oh now it's just that I gotta like evolve. I'm forcing myself to evolve. I'm forcing myself to evolve. No, it was natural. It gotta be natural, bro. It gotta be natural. It gotta flow. It gotta flow, bro. It gotta flow. And that's the reason why I feel like right now that's what the game is missing, bro. I feel like it's like it's missing like the part where you gotta connect, and that's where I step in, and that's where I take over. Cause right now, man, it's Jaddey season, man. You know, and that's what's happening. You know, and that's where it's been happening. It's been happening since 2022. You guys know about it. Matter of fact, even beyond that, bro. 2019, 17 years old, I was just be like crazy about it. Just like I'm taking my time with it and I'm not gonna rush. You know, just being about it. And that's why I'm trying not to hide it. you know, I'm coming. So yeah, man. Like, oh man, this sun is burning my face, bro. I'll go black in a minute. But I'm naturally like light skin, you know. So if I just like yo, the moment I go like like on a let me just sit right here. Uh, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Uh, so yeah, man. Oh man. So today I already ate a porridge. I already ate porridge today. In a few minutes, I'm about to call off the live. The moment it hits like 1 hour, and then I'll just, you know, probably follow some of y'all. Cause I always follow you guys, you know. I always follow you guys like on my socials. Just I have like guys who I follow. Ugh. You know, I think what made me happy, you know, about what makes me happy actually. What makes me happy about being an adult, you know, is that I just I'm just like very myself now. Like when I was a kid, like I know that there were things like I would have handled better. You know, but right now, it's time for me. It's time for me. Like if you don't got, if you like don't have don't worry about what I have to say. It's fine with me, bro. You know, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. Like I don't have to have all the answers. True. That's the second one. You know. You guys lately, you know that I can promise you anything lately. But I do have songs out. I do have songs in my vault. Maybe you guys are gonna see them like on my story, probably like on Facebook, on um snippets. No, it's not songs actually. You guys probably gonna see snippets. Probably Instagram. What else? It's Facebook and Instagram. There. That's where only. Those are the places that I want to see the snippets. You know, I already have them. You know, but it's just that it's me. Like I'm just like really just like even recently. I always have like a plan, bro. I noticed that. I always have a plan. I guess in the past, what held me back was when the people like were guilt tripping me. When I used to be alone, they used to guilt trip me a lot, bro. They'd be like, "Oh, you alone? Oh, you must be retarded." you know, but what I realized that they didn't want me to be alone because there was a superpower in being alone. It's a superpower being alone, bro. It's a superpower. It's a superpower, man. Like you finally understand yourself better. The air feels different. You know, Now I just want to rely on myself more, more than anything. Nobody believed in me, man. Nobody, like nobody, man. But look at where I'm at right now. You know. But the only person that believed in me, it was like my mom. She always believed, but she just wanted me to to do it her way. She didn't care me just like me doing like the things I do. Like I would see she believes, man. But she just wanted me to be more of like these other guys, bro. And then in my defense, if you want me to be like these other guys, then how do I stand out? Exactly. So what I do instead, I'm sure you guys noticed by now, like what I do it myself. So when I reach a milestone, she be like, "Whoa, you really did that? Shit, on your own? Shit." And that's when she sees that I'm really about that, you know. For the first time, she respects me, man. You know, I can see her, man. It's like she like smiling, man. Like she's proud of me, man. She's proud of me. And it's not that like I just always wanted to make my mama proud. Like if I wanted to make my mama proud, bro, I would have probably went to like the normal route and be like I mean be like you, because you just always wanna be like, oh, I just want my mom to say that I just I love you, my son. Nah, bro. Like for me, bro, if she doesn't love me for me, then it's like fuck her. That's how I am, bro. But I guess my mom just like love me anyway. My mom loves me anyway. That's the point. And I feel like my mom loves me because that I am like that. You know, that's what I feel. Because a lot of people lack that mentality. They feel like, oh, I should cling to my mom's word, to my daddy's word. Because my daddy, he's this and that. And that my daddy. Nah, but I ain't trying to live like that, man. I ain't trying to live like that. Nah. I'm not scared to lose friends anymore. Like I'm not. Like I could lose everybody and be left alone. I wouldn't give a damn, bro. Like if I want something really bad, bro, then I want it. I don't give a damn when I got like what happens. But I also have boundaries too. That's the point, right? It's because I got boundaries. No, let them haters talk, man. Let them haters talk. You know what, guys? Let me end up. Let me end the live here, man. I feel like I'll be talking a lot more, because I feel like I talk to my friends like the whole time, but I appreciate like talking to my friends, man. So this is where the part where I just left it, the part where I end the video. So like, make sure that you guys know what to do, man. So I ain't gotta say it. So I'm just gonna say that let me say one moment. Let me say a motivation to you guys before I leave. What a motivation gonna say is that there's a journey ahead of you. Don't die. Put in effort in what you love the most, man. Cause you still what? I can hear the back. Cause you still young. So yeah, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. Cause I know I did. I need well I guess you did. Matter of fact, I didn't even guess. I know you did. Like I already said it. So yeah, man. So it's about to be end of the video, man. So it's about to get you what? Yeah, to the J, to the A, double G, E, Y, to the J, touch.